Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RSC Season 9. We are here bringing you some more Rocket League action for another great season. It's kickoff day, and we are going to be bringing you a Masters match here between the Corruptors and Andromeda. This is going to be some pretty intense action. Going to be calling the action today. We got Visionary 1 along with myself, Bax. Visionary, we ready?
We are absolutely ready. I mean, just the hype and just the generation of waiting the whole month for the offseason just culminates in this day one. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I am beyond excited to go ahead and get into this master matchup in between the Andromeda and the Corruptors. As you were saying earlier, their stats are looking pretty good for the season so far. What do you think
Right.
about that, Bax?
I think it's pretty good. I think we're looking at like so the Corruptors, like actually if you do go into the spreadsheet, you do see 0 goals scored, 0 assists. So their offense looking really strong. They do also have 0 saves, but we do got to give some credit over to Andromeda, also with, it's surprisingly enough, 0 goals, also with 0 saves. So their defense is looking to get going as we are going to get into the kickoff for Game 1, Season 9 on stream.
And Infinite actually ends up playing it over to the side. We got Knobs trying to get it over. He actually whiffs, and we have an early opportunity for Dart, but it is played away. Infinite, with an unfortunate miss off the wall, gives the ball to Anthage, and Comet is able to clear it away. Already some early pressure going on for the Corruptors, and as soon as I say that, a counterattack starts.
And right now, up through neutral, it looks like not a lot of 50s being challenged. So it'll be interesting to see how they finally do kind of get some boost, get their feet under them. This is Game 1. I mean, this is setting the tone for the rest of the season. It's not, I mean, there's a lot of season to go. If you have a bad first day, it's not the end of the world. But you do want to start off strong. Like you said, a lot of play in the offseason, trying to get prepared, get the practice in, become better, get drafted onto these teams. We're going to be looking to see what they can show us on day 1.
Absolutely. And Dart's alone. He has to make a play. He does here. He goes for the dunk on Fuda, but does not bear fruit on the challenge. We have Dart up right now, plays it straight into the sky. Canobes gets a shot on, played over by Infinite, and we have a lot of demos coming out from the Andromeda currently. I think that's their third one of the match already.
Looks like Comet's going to send that center. That's going to be, actually try to go through, but Canobes will get the demo on Fuda in the back line. I do want to mention the defensive rotation for Blue right now is on point. They are playing very tight defensive rotation, not letting, every single time there's always a car there. There's always a car there to own goal, even sometimes, maybe.
As soon as you start, I mean, we're going to start out season 9 with a caster curse, apparently. Start complimenting their defensive rotation. Comet can't cover the front post, and unfortunately, he own goals trying to play it off his own bar. And we have a 1-0 lead for the Corruptors right now as we get into it. Anthage credited for the goal. As this one is shooting in, Comet's going to play it up. Challenged by Canobes, does not get the challenge. Comet cannot recover. It's going to be Infinite here alone. Another bump comes out, and we have an open ball. Comet plays it high off the backboard. Canobes is up. He's not going to get the touch, but there's enough space to be able to play this away. Infinite cuts it out, and we are seeing a lot of aggression for a Game 1. I thought they would be feeling each other out a little bit more, but these guys are going straight for the demos, trying to just remove players off the field and get as much of advantage as they can.
We should mention maybe a good opportunity here. Nice shot on target. Great redirect. Dart puts it in. No demo required on that one. A demo on the first goal, but this is just some excellent play. The orange team has really been making use of their opportunities every single time they're rotating over onto the defensive side for Blue. They're always getting some kind of a shot on target or putting pressure. So even if Blue's rotation is good, they're still getting peppered, and eventually those shots are going to go in.
You also have to love the recognition by Dart there to know that there's not a challenge. Go ahead and cut up the field and just make a great play. As Infinite puts a shot on net, and it's in. Fuda with the assist off the backboard, and just like that, we have a 2-1 game, and this is look at that carry.
Oh, even wanted, and it looked like even wanted the touch to come back down, like barely missing the front hitbox there on the front of the car to send that right down in front of the goal. Regardless, I mean, a goal is scored. We aren't going to complain about spilled milk in this situation. But still, a nice response from Blue. Finally getting some kind of offense. The bump's coming through. Oh, there is a save. Somehow that ball is not in. I don't know how. But we do have more aggression coming through, and now it's the Blue team maybe responding to these demos from Orange.
Absolutely. Dark makes a good play up. Infinite's going to be able to clear this off to the side. A lot of space is given to him, and he gets the second touch, but Anthage plays it away. No boost, trying to get it challenged. Does 50 the ball quite well. Canobes going to play this over, give a bunch of space over to Dart. Plays it over Fuda, going for the corner dunk. Infinite is able to cut it out, and Comet sends it down the field. They are looking for a counterattack once again, but Anthage is able to cleanly get it off the wall. And I'm loving this gameplay right now. It's so aggressive, so in your face. It's beautiful. Fuda with a flip reset, possibly? Oh my god, he is going for that backboard so hard right now.
A flip reset off a triple touch would be a good way to start off your season, especially if you get the shot. But we do, like Fuda right there with by the ball, communicating with Infinite, coming on offensive rotation, trying to go for the bump. This is actually insane just how aggressive. Like, I don't know if this is some kind of a meta early on in the season being established with how aggressive they're playing on the bumps, on the demos, always trying to go for it, but also trying to steal boost and immediately, if boost isn't available, finding a car of the opposite team and going as fast as possible directly into the grill.
A bit of a defensive double commit there, but Dart is able to bail it out. Knobes takes a great dribble. Infinite's going to be able to cut him out. Tries to control. Dart off the corner. Fuda is awkward. He makes the play. Comet is up. What a save right there by Infinite, cutting out that shot. Anthony is going to go with a fake, get dunked on by Infinite. Knobes is going to have all the space in the world to do with this ball what he wants. He goes for the boomer downfield and kind of gives up possession there for Comet. I would have liked to see him maybe hold on to that ball a little bit more.
Right now, it doesn't seem like anybody wants to hold on to the ball at all. I don't think we've seen any control. We haven't seen anybody trying to take a dribble up through neutral. We haven't seen any flicks. We haven't seen any kind of plays besides the goals that we have that are a result of demos or from really smart play off the wall. Like, at this point, we aren't looking at any control. This is about as kickball-y of a Rocket League game as we have seen. We've got a 4-game series for you. So as the series develops, it'll be interesting to see what comes of it as we do come into the last 40 seconds here.
Absolutely. Looks like I'm watching 2 Season 8 Veloces with more demos right now. It's actually crazy. As we see Fuda get a great block right there, and Comet's already up off the backboard, going to make the play, but a slight double commit. Infinite is able to recover and send it downfield. Unfortunately, they only have 30 seconds left to work with. They're going to have to make a play right here if they really want a chance to win this game, as both defenses have been pretty spot on, minus the demos. As that goes off the ceiling, Infinite has to make a save. Actually hits the crossbar. Dart trying to get it across. He is not able to. And Anthage still winning the challenge. They're still in the blue half. 10 seconds left. Out comes the bump. Dark might have a play on this. He plays it over to the side. Comet's going to have the ball. He's just going to smartly, as soon as we talk about control, there it is. And there is game 1 for the Corruptors. 2-1 in just an action-packed, demo-heavy game. Insane gameplay. Insane.
And for that last play there, that was really clever. As soon as the ball was touched, we saw both defenders in the goal jump in the air. They were ready for that ball to be popped, for the air carry to come through. An unfortunate own goal early did set back the way this ended up going through, but very impressive play to kind of be reading, kind of be watching. I look for the first team to start controlling the ball to take advantage of the series. I think the first team to really settle down, come through neutral. There's a lot of space because there is a lot of space in neutral because people on rotation on the backside are all going for demos. They're all going for bumps the entire game. It was all bumps. I don't know how many demos. I don't know what the count was. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit double digits. Like, it got close. That's for sure.
I'm sure we had at least 8 that game for sure. But as we go into the shot difference, I mean, you have 9 shots for the Corruptors versus only 3 for the Andromeda. The Andromeda did really good with the chances that they had getting 1 out of the 3, especially at this level of Master. But when you look at it, the Corruptors, that counterattack by Dart, just the pass up, recognizing that he had to get the ball, passing it up from Infinite. Dart just hits a bang straight into the net. Nobody was expecting it. No demo required. I really am looking for the Corruptors to get a few more counterattack opportunities as this goes on, unless the Andromeda can clean up that and maybe keep one person a little bit further back in the rotation.
And that's also to say that the amount of saves from Andromeda on the defensive end was pretty good. But like we stated earlier, if you take enough shots, they're going to go in. And the shot difference to the save difference was pretty noticeable in that last one.
Absolutely. As Fuda plays this over to the side, Anthony is going to play it. It's dangerous. Infinite gets a demo, but he's not able to play the ball, unfortunately. That was free across. Comet plays it to the side, and Infinite should have a good touch here. Plays it off the backboard. Dart's not able to read it. It's off the ceiling. It's awkward. Anthony makes a play away. Fuda plays it over to the side, and Knobes, and we talk about that control, it's coming out right now. As it gets lofted over the midfield, Infinite makes a great touch, and Anthony has to go back, try to control. But as you say it, I'm seeing a lot of control out of the Corruptors right now.
That's going to be a beautiful touch. Are you kidding me? That is a disgusting redirect from center field. 1-0, Andromeda gets first blood. What a chip over Knobes. Let's go. We are lighting up the Season 9 kickoff here.
Absolutely. As soon as we talk about the Corruptors and their counterattack ability in Game 1, it happens. Infinite gets bumped here. Great play by Knobes to actually get back and be able to bump him to not get a powerful shot on. As Fuda's awkward, Dart has an open net and he misses. Oh, you got to have those at this level, unfortunately, as Kenob still has control over on the side. Gets it through one. Infinite's able to play it over. Anthage not able to get the 50, and we're going to see them busting out again as Anthage cuts it off to the midfield. Kenobes is there off the backboard. Fuda is not there yet. He doesn't get the touch, but he gets the dunk. It's still dangerous in front, and Comet's going to have a full court carry right here. A little bit of a double commit, might leave it open. Dart with a great doink to send it back, and this gameplay right now is just magnificent.
And what we're noticing is a difference between the first game and the second game. In the first game, we were seeing a lot of contested 50s in center field. That's going to be right out in front. I'm not going to be able to get a word in edgewise. Every time I'm on the mic, people are going to score. We could make a game out of this. So 2 goals now up for our Andromeda team. What a play down to center. Dart's going to finish that off. Great poise from Dart, too. A lot of times, like, you always remember when you were a kid, knee over the ball. Dart could have set that up into the backboard. This actually is going to just be a 3rd goal right here. I'm going to stop talking because as long as I talk, people score goals in this game. It's all you now, Visionary. You got this.
I was going to ask you to keep talking, to be honest with you. Infinite just wins the kickoff outright, and Comet with the cheat up is just absolutely there to finish it. But we're going to go into this so we can see a little bit defense right now as we have Comet versus Dart on the kickoff. And Infinite with the cheat up once again wins out the ball. It's going to be up to Kenobes to play it over to the side. And he does. Comet's going to play this listfully, but he gets a great dunk. Anthony has to rotate back. He's off the wall awkward. Dart makes a diving save, though, able to get it away. The net is currently open, but Dart's going to play it over to the side. Infinite's going for the pinch, and it goes to the middle. Anthony plays it away. Comet's going to be able to control this in the corner if he wants it. He actually goes over the top. Should have a secondary touch as well. Wins the 50. And we are seeing, I mean, the Andromeda just came out and decided to punch the Corruptors in the mouth for game 1. They did not like how that went, and they decided, hey, this isn't going to happen again. As Anthony plays it over to the middle, Kenobes. Infinite able to clear the ball, but Bax, I need you to talk so they can score.
Well, let's risk it. What's interesting about this so far from the Corruptors is that they aren't really having the same kind of fortune from the contact they're making and for the offensive pressure. Right now, the offensive pressure is actually completely switched. We see another demo, which shouldn't be surprising to anybody, the attempt here from Food off the side. But through neutral, what I was going to say earlier is through neutral in game number 1, every single ball was 50. It felt like there was always some kind of a contest for the ball, some kind of a bump going on. Now we actually see a lot of opportunity for control out of midfield. We're seeing a lot of opportunities for both teams to carry through, make plays, get passes, and so far, the ones to take advantage of that the most is Andromeda.
And I completely agree with you on that. As Kenobes plays it out to the side, Infinite's going to get a win here. It's going to be Kenobes with a great touch. Dart's going to play it over, going to go for the boost, see if he can get that control. He's actually going to leave it for Anthage. Gets properly called off. Dart just bails on this ball, knowing that he's beat by Infinite. Fuda should have a good opportunity here. Plays it off the back wall. Infinite's trying to play this straight down. Oh my god, what a great backside demo. That net might be open. Dart's not going to have the boost to catch up, though. Leaves it for Kenobes. Huge pinch. A little bit too much mustard on that one, Bax.
Just a little bit. He got out of the Dijon. We needed just the French mustard there. That's actually going to be up to the right side. Dart will answer. And once again, true to form, if you put me on the mic, we're going to see action, and this time it's on the side of the Corruptors. And this is actually just defensive rotation coming back from back post, not having enough boost to get up to that front side because the challenge earlier didn't quite get the 50 that was necessary to clear that ball out into neutral. We do go back to our kickoff, 1:30 to go, still plenty of time on the clock for Corruptors to make this a 2-0 series, but we're looking to tie it up if you're a fan of Andromeda.
Oh my... And
does that count? Is that my fault?
Yeah,
I think I stopped talking. I think I stopped.
You did, but like I'm gonna give it to you because the mess up on the wave dash right there from Comet allowed that goal to be scored. Unfortunately, he doesn't catch the wave dash right, ends up 50ing the ball straight into his own net, and that failed wave dash was when you were talking back. So I'm giving you that one, the definite credit, sir. As Kenobes plays this over to the side, and Bax, they just want to score for Bax. It's literally that simple. They hear this man's voice. They hear the hype in it, and they just want to attack, apparently. It's actually insane. As Dark and Anthony with a little bit of a double commit in the corner and a great clear over by Fuda. And he's actually going to have an opportunity here in the midfield. Cut out by Anthony, though. And Comet's going to be able to play this away. It's going to go back, though. Dangerous ball. Dart is there. Fuda almost gets bumped. It's going to be a 1v1 here. Does Infinite have enough boost to make it happen? He does get the bump, however. And Dart wins. A great ball in the midfield. Once again, we're talking about that control that is coming out. And it just is, even though the Corruptors have made this a 1-goal game, it's still in the favor of the Andromeda in the midfield by far.
And they haven't really done anything past that onslaught early in the game. Everything is kind of equalized here, letting 2 goals in. That ball's going to be up over the top. This actually might be an opportunity unless there's a clear dart to center. That's going to be an opportunity indeed. A shot on target, another save from Comet, ball down in front. No! That ball, how is this not in? How is this not in? Oh my God, another save! Oh, it finally goes in! We're tied up with 11 seconds to go! This is what we're talking about! Welcome to Season 9 of the RSC!
I have no idea what just happened there. I just saw Comet come flying in on a challenge and accidentally own goal again off the 50, and I just feel so bad for that man right now. I cannot imagine the way he feels after Fuda put in, like, literally 3 saves. And Stark puts a shot on, and it is saved out by Fuda once again, the defensive mastermind who solved the cluster that was that last 5 seconds. And Fuda is up to clear it away. We're going to be looking at a Game 2 overtime right here. Oh my God, Bax, this is insane.
This is insane. I mean, the fact that ball stayed out of you have to give credit to Andromeda just for keeping the ball out of the net that long when it certainly should have just been put in early on. What I do want to note about this game that's so fun to watch is that every time there's a challenge, Comet might try to do it all on their own. Every time there's a challenge, there's also a secondary challenge. So the initial challenge is for the 50 and the secondary challenge is for the body of the car, trying to get those hitboxes. And as we've been mentioning over and over for these first 2 games, that hitbox is making contact with the opponent's car a lot. And that makes it pretty enjoyable to watch.
Fuda with a boom. We're talking about those counterattacks. There's Infinite, plays it off the wall. Anthony's able to play it away. And Fuda's going to be first here. Gets dunked on by Canobes, and Comet is up. He's definitely going to be first to this ball, but Dark should have a read on it. He takes a shot. Little pot shot there from midfield just to keep the defense honest, but we have a possible counterattack. Comet is not able to get it far enough away as Fuda goes up for this. Going to play it high off the backboard. Dart is able to clear, and I'm surprised that the game pace has slowed down this much right now in this overtime. I mean, I'm not necessarily surprised because obviously overtime teams are going to play it safe, but just the blistering pace we saw out of the first 2 games to see it kind of come down to a crawl a bit here. A lot of midfield space given. Fuda plays this away straight to Canobes though. Dart's going to play it back and it bounces over the Dominus, unfortunately. Short car problems. As we see this right now, Comet going for a huge play, doesn't get the dunk. But yeah, Bax, I'm concerned, or not concerned, I should say, but I'm definitely surprised to see this gameplay kind of slow down a little bit.
It's slowed down. It's such a safe gameplay, too. Like you said, it's very clear there's been a shift in the transmission. Comet, nice save from Anthony. Off the other side on the counterattack. That's actually one of the first opportunities. It's been such a good counterattack, and that's what I'm talking about right there. We're seeing the challenge go up for the 50. Ball's not going to be contacted, making sure we're running into the car. But both these teams, I mean, maybe a little bit of spaghetti out here. I mean, it's the initial hit of the season. We're on stream 3-3. You've just had an excellent comeback down from 3-0. Dart to boom on target. Not going to be the save. 3-4. The Corruptors somehow down from 3-0. Have won Game 2.
I'm just speechless right now. That's a great shot by Dart right there, just putting it on net. Unfortunately, the defender killed all his momentum after he covered the mid side of the net, and it just goes in. Once again, a forced own goal by the Corruptors. I mean, number three.
Number three.
I'm speechless right now. I mean,
not ideal.
Really felt like Andromeda had that game. They came out so strong that first 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I'm not going to even call it a threat. The Corruptors just flipped a switch and decided to go ahead and, I mean, they just killed it. I don't know how else to put it. They just turned up the pressure and absolutely dominated in the second half of that game.
And it really just was a difference of pressure. It was a difference of being able to, like we've been talking about, like control the ball. We could also talk about ball possession. I think ball possession at the early go of the game, you had a lot more opportunities coming from Andromeda, being able to put like shots on goal from the outside. They were able to get some excellent redirects, like up over the field, able to catch and punish like defensive rotation mistakes, like trying to get that third player to come through onto the back post. But if they aren't going to get there in time, if they've been bumped, they've been demoed, they aren't able to get enough boost to come around in time, you're going to have an open goal and open shot. And I think Andromeda took a lot of advantage of that. We had a great goal, like right on the penalty kick, like spot, right out in front, ball chipped right out, put in. Andromeda was basically capitalizing on every opportunity they were able to see. what changed in the second half is suddenly the Corruptors said, well, we can do that too. And that's it. Suddenly Andromeda, maybe a little bit of overconfidence in the rotation, was just picked apart. 2 goals happened almost immediately. The third one is just kind of a cluster. The fact that that ball just stayed out in front of the goal, I mean, that's going to go in eventually, unless you can get that out. But holy smokes, power to Corruptors for even coming back from a 3-0. And if you're Andromeda, you got to forget those first 2 games. Otherwise, I think your mental ability to like continue into game 3 is going to be stymied quite a bit.
That is absolutely for sure. My big thing here is, I mean, as you know, if you're a fan of hockey or baseball, 3-0 leads are meant to be blown. That is a very important fact. It happens in Rocket League all the time too. A team starts playing a little bit too safe. You see them go through, and they just start giving up a little bit of that possession, a little bit of that space. And whenever it happens, you get a team like the Corruptors that'll just come in and absolutely take advantage of all the space that you give them, and you end up with a game that goes to overtime, and the Corruptors are just able to clutch it out. As Comet and Canobes, I'm sorry, Anthage actually taking this kickoff from the left side. Canobes able to play it away as we go into this game 3 right now as Dart makes a great play. Canobes up, leaving it for Anthage. Good communication to call him off there. As he goes up once again, they are in position. They are ready to attack. They want to annihilate the remainder of this Andromeda confidence right now.
Out to the right, we do have a demo coming through, and that's exactly what you would expect. We do also
new server
have
once
a new server
again.
reset. So we are gonna
Yep. Let's see. Can Chipper dribble the ball, though, is the real question. As you see some excellent... good old Musa already cutting the stream over to the title game. I thought we were going to see some excellent bot gameplay going on right there. But we are playing server roulette currently as we go into it. Hoping we can get one of those named servers, one of those actual servers, not a virtual server, for you, so we can have all our players actually up to snuff and ready to play this game.
And I mean, a 2-0 deficit, you know, is pretty rough. Now, still can win the next 2, make it a 2-2 tie. And we were mentioning as well, like, as far as, like, you want to start off strong in the season, but no matter how it starts, you better believe both these teams are going to be looking back at the replays, trying to see, like, okay, well, starting off in the season, what were we doing well? What were we not doing well? You mentioned some great communication happening from Andromeda, even in the first 30 seconds of that last false start. And you'd like to see hopefully more of that happen, where because right now it seems like everybody's just being so aggressive. I don't know if that's a communicated thing where it's like, I'm going to be going for this demo, I'm going to be going for this bump. Maybe it'd be better to see some calls for going for the ball and then like calling each other off, trying to get back on offensive rotation and take control of the ball, which is something we were talking about in game 1 and 2.
I definitely want to see that. I also want to see, I mean, obviously it has to be communication. The consistency of the offensive rotation, even with all the demos coming out, as Dart gets to play this over to the side and tries to dunk Comet. It has been just amazing to see their offensive rotation, how strong it is for both teams, almost playing like a G2, almost sending all 3 members up all the time. As we see a defensive demo right there come out, and Comet gets an offensive. Oh my God, it's a bloodbath.
Apparently there are smoke grenades in Rocket League now.
Yes, there are. Let's get the classic throwing smoke up in the chat from Counter-Strike as we ask for another new server, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, and Hollywood is going to go for it. Gerwin and Marley in goal. Bandit, Raja, and Yuri want to have... Okay, I'm done. Eventually tell them to just play the game. I mean, I actually don't.
The only other option I would have would be ask both the captains if West would be acceptable for them. Typically at this time of night, I have a better luck getting West servers some reason than East servers that are actually decent. I would see if they can actually host that. But other than that, as of right now, it is definitely difficult. I mean, just because you have one player, probably Cox internet issues. I have no idea. I know certain providers actually drop frames a lot. With Rocket League and their server operator. I don't know who it is, unfortunately, but as we get into this, hopefully we will have a good server up for you guys. It's very unfortunate, but
I mean, you know, doing what we can. This is all of us who have like played Rocket League, like we know. And so the fact that like servers are completely out of our control, hopefully everybody is very amicable to the idea that, you know, hey, we're at the Masters tier day 1, match day 1. We're on stream. Like, we're trying to get the best server possible. It's completely out of our control if we're going to be able to get a good server or not. So we're just going to do our best. And you guys are all great. So we're going to keep on, we're going to keep on keeping on.
Thanks for sticking around. I'm going to go ahead and say bring back server browsers. CS 1.6, CS source days.
Whoa! Oh
Bring back
snap!
server browsers. Like,
Are you
set it
you
by
want a
rank
Rocket League
and
deathmatch?
go
Are
into
you
it.
suggesting Rocket League deathmatch 24/7 server?
I'm actually suggesting gun game, to be honest with you, because that is what I
Gun game?
grinded.
Rocket League. Oh my!
That is what I
You're giving me
grinded.
chills.
But as we talk about our olden days here, myself and Bax, we're trying to get this game up and ready for you guys. Oh man, and we saw some great communication in that 30 seconds we had. Obviously, it doesn't really amount to much as a server rehost was requested, so we had to go ahead and do that. Looking like we're just fingers crossed and hoping for a good E server at this point here. So as we get into this, it's really out of our control, guys. So I just want to thank y'all for sticking around, being able to go through with this, because we can't do much about it, unfortunately. It's just Rocket League servers, free to play ready. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
As we have Anthich and Comet taking the kickoff. Dark's going to play this, go for the air dribble. Is he going to be the first one up? He is. Going to play this off the side with a little pinch. Knobes is there, and it goes high. But early pressure coming out from the Corruptors as Comet plays it away. Knobes is there once again. Infinite over to the side. Nobody there. Knobes going for the demos. Dart trying to be cheeky and get a soft touch over to the side. This pressure is just mounting right now already for the Corruptors as another bump comes out. Another one comes out, and it goes off the post. Oh, no. So close right now, but this pressure is just mounting as Infinite finally gets it clear, but it barely goes across midfield. Max, impressive showing that first 30 seconds right there from the Corruptors.
And we do see Andromeda actually, like, as much as the Corruptors were doing well, Andromeda really struggling on the defensive side. Like, we saw a double commit out of goal, like two pre-jumped keepers on rotation. Infinite was barely able to even make a contestation on the shot that went off the post. If that was on target, it would have been in. So, you know, lucky to still have a 0-0 line. But we are just early into this game number 3 of a 4-game series with some server issues. So hopefully everything will balance out. We'll get the nice aggressive gameplay we've been used to seeing in this series so far.
Absolutely. As Knobes actually back passes this, Anthich is not pushing up. He's going to let Fuda get a touch. Anthich plays it all the way down, gets a boom down the field. Infinite has an easy clear over to the side. Out of boost. Dart's going to have the chance to play this. Comet with an excellent read. Going to try to carry this ball out. Accidentally bumps his own teammate. Anthich was able to play it up and high and away. And as we're looking at this right now, it just seems like the Corruptors are holding the midfield, but hold the phone. Infinite comes through. Fuda not able to make that touch. Dart making it as awkward as possible for Infinite to actually touch the ball. And here comes Knobes, cleared out to the side. And we've reached that stalemate point that we had in Game 2 in about the last minute of it. And we're not seeing much else right now.
Infinite going to get a good 50 on there on Anthony. His shot's actually going to be on target. That play from Fuda off the wall, it's worth noting that the defensive rotation for Orange was not actually going to be as well placed as it could have been. That could have been a really good opportunity. Fuda back to center to get a shot on target off the wall. But alas, missed that shot, or at least missed the assist opportunity off the wall. We're gonna have to pay attention. Hopefully these teams can really make contact in these opportunities, because we want to see some more shots like we did in game number 1.
Absolutely, and as we see a little bit more offensive pressure coming out from the Corruptors, but they draw 2 up. Luckily, Anthich is there to make the play as he plays this over to the side, and Fuda just reads him out completely. Dart's trying to beat Comet here. He does. Infinite is not back currently. It's going to be a 1v1. Great save right there by Infinite. As he still has the ball, Comet with a nice little fake there. Infinite has no boost, gets dunked, and it's going to be up to Fuda here to make a good play. It's over to Dart! And Dart with another forced own goal on Comet. But that's an excellent shot and an excellent pass.
Comet's doing everything they can here, and I mean, what can we blame for them? But we're writing, the story's been written here. 7 shots to 1, 5 saves to 0. Yes, 0 saves required of the Corruptors right now. The Corruptors, just their offense is a little bit too strong. This might be an opportunity for Comet to show they do make contact, which is great, but we're gonna have to see a lot more than just contact. Infinite doesn't get this read. Comet out to Fuda. And the big play for Andromeda here is just get some shots on target, force the defense of the Corruptors to be honest, because right now they know they can cheat and they won't get punished for it. Let's get a punish! 1-1, 151 on the clock.
And you love to see it here. I mean, Comet just being there is just forcing some pressure on Dart to make a play on the ball. And a fortunate touch just comes over to the side off of Dart with Comet challenging, goes right to Infinite, and it just goes right in the back of the net. Easy shot. We are killing this right now. One to one, 2 minutes left. Let's see if we actually go back into that. It seems like the game is still slowed pace a little bit. We're kind of getting back into that overtime feel that we had in game 2, I believe. But yeah, is Dart able to save this away? Anthich was there to cover if he needed to. Unfortunate miss. We have to see Fuda make a play right here. He also gets the corner boost. That's going to be huge. Knob smartly plays this away. Doesn't get a touch. It's going to be up to Dart. Anthich actually plays it off the backboard as Fuda comes in around. Anthich there to play it away. Dart looking for a counterattack here. Does get a dunk. It's going to be up to Infinite, who's able to play it out. Knobs gets dunked on by Infinite, and we're starting to see a little bit more pressure coming out from that Andromeda right now. A bump comes through. Comet plays it over to the corner, going for the read. Dart is able to cut it out. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing from the Andromeda right now.
And that was, like, they are doing a great job putting some pressure on. That right there was a little bit of a miscommunication because I think they had a really good opportunity to put a goal and go up 2-1. But Comet and Fuda couldn't quite get the communication required to get that ball across with somebody able to take the shot. They went for the bump, and maybe that bump just wasn't called in time, which is one of those communication issues we might be talking about because there are so many bumps coming out here right now. Knobs is going to be able to get a shot on target. Com's going to do well with it. 1-1. We might see our second overtime. 30 seconds to go. Both teams have kind of equalized their pressure, and we're going to have to see who can come up with the boost, come up with the play, and try to put it on target to win game 3.
Comet smartly just plays that off the wall, has no boost, plays it up for Infinite, gets dusted right there by Anthich. As Knobs is going to play this over to the corner and try to beat Fuda to the ball. He does. It's still in the middle. Dart goes ahead and backs out. Anthich realizes that he has space, but it's actually cut out by Infinite. Dart puts a shot on net. I am currently blind with that demo. And Knobs over to play it to the middle. There's Dart, beat by Infinite. Comet is up. He's going to have a shot opportunity. Anthich plays it away. And we are going to overtime in game 3 in what resembles game 2 quite a bit now.
And it's dangerous because I think there's only 2 ways. Like, from the way these teams are playing, there's only 2 ways a goal is going to get scored. It's either going to get scored from a failed defensive rotation from, like, whoever is the 3 or the 2 rotation, or we're going to have a really good, like, pass play. We've already seen these off the wall from the outside, but we haven't been seeing them connect. Let's just connect it right now. Why am I still talking? Corruptors will take a 3-0 lead in this 4-game series at the Master Tier of the RSC Season 9 kickoff.
And you got to feel for Infinite right there. That read off the waterfall portion of the wall, you can never really read those right, especially when it's bouncing above you. Unfortunately, that one just takes a bounce way out in front of the net, almost into that PK box that you were talking about. And they're just able to put it away, and we have a 2-1 game in a quick overtime. The Andromeda really stepped it up in the second half of that game, and I would love to see that pressure make a return. They can still salvage a win out of this game if they keep that play up that we saw. Unfortunately, they just couldn't finish that last offensive push that they had with a little bit of that miscommunication from the bump that you were talking about. But man, it was just phenomenal seeing them go to work and bring that game to a 1-1 tie and then getting that close to it. I'd really like to see Andromeda try to pull it out here, keep that offensive pressure, see if they can find that groove again and put some goals away.
At about halftime through that game, we had a 7-1 shot differential, and at the end of the game, we have an 8-5 shot differential, which means in the second half, we had a 4-1 shot advantage for Andromeda. So they did exactly what they needed to do by putting more shots on target, trying to get more pressure onto the defensive zone for Orange. The difficulty here is going to be trying to find that ability early on, because the only other time they did that, they went up 3-0 and then lost 4-3 in overtime. So Andromeda has to kind of like try to just like buckle down, like find their consistency in neutral, find the consistency of ball possession, just like erase these last 3 games, focus up. I think we're in for a great game 4 no matter what. I'm looking forward to seeing the Corruptors and Andromeda play it like the best of their ability, having 3 games underneath their belts in this series.
I think the Andromeda are going to come out quick here as we see it. Infinite versus Anthich, the battle of the GM and the former GM, if I'm not mistaken there. As Fuda is going to play this up the wall, gets dunked on by Knobs. Great play out by Infinite. Doesn't have enough boost to actually make a challenge here. Anthich going for a double touch. Does he get it? No. Comet is up. He's going to grab this boost. It might be a 2v1 here if he can get the dunk, and he does. Infinite here to put it on net with a little pop. Dart makes an excellent diving save to get back. Fuda going for bumps here after the pass off the wall. Infinite not able to make a touch. It's up to Comet, and he's able to play it away. And we are seeing more pressure coming out from the Corruptors once again early.
That Fuda challenge was very strange. It looked like maybe popping that up onto the backboard. That shot might be on target, actually. That shot's just got to go in. Defensive rotation not there. Fuda not able to get back in time. And we have a little bit of a potential misplay there. Nice challenge, because, I mean, the communication would be coming through there like, hey, I'm going to turn on this, but not able to get back in time because they were going to try to make an offensive play. And that kind of goes to what I saw with Fuda earlier. You have to be able to, like, know where your teams are, and that's how you're going to hit the ball. Fuda went for a very, like, low pop to go for an opportunity on the shot and just didn't come through. So 4:10 on the clock here, 1-0 for Corruptors.
Was so close to being in right there for Dart. It's actually surprising seeing 2 Domini on the field right now as well. Not used to really seeing that, myself personally, at least in my experience in the game. Domini, yes sir, that's the plural Dominus, I promised you. As we go through, Anthony's going to carry this out to the side. Comet able to make the challenge. It's going to go straight to Canobes, who hits it over Infinite. Comet does respawn and is able to get the boost, but he has the shot. Canobes with the angles, pulled out the protractor, and it's just looking like the Corruptors are going to take this series right now.
I mean, the Corruptors are just putting themselves in a place where every single time the ball is up on the wall or anything, they're going to try to get the read, assuming a miss from their opponent. The problem for Andromeda is they're missing. So when you have Infinite right there, like trying to go for that read, it's just going to put you in a really rough spot if you don't get the touch. And sure enough, credit to Canobes. Just did it all on their own, and it's a 2-1 lead. Corruptors looking like a 4-0 potentially. A lot of time on the clock here in Game 4.
I completely agree with you. As Comet plays this over, he's going to have a 1v1 versus Anthony. Plays it around him. Oh my god, what a dribble by Comet as he just completely destroys the last man. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at him catch this ball, just whip it to the side, say peace to Anthony, throws it right into the net. That is a beautiful goal and a way to get within 1 for the Andromeda.
And that's stuff we haven't been seeing. We haven't been seeing any ground play at all. It's refreshing to say the least in Game 4. Let's see if they can get another one and tie up our scoreline here in Game 4.
We have an opportunity here. Comet! Oh my god, the redirect! Mother
Let's go!
Woo! Comet able to make the read right here. Fuda's able to play it on the ground, and Comet's like, no, don't worry, bro, I got you. We got this. This is going in the net. 2-2 game, 3:17 left. What a play by Comet, just throwing the team on his back right now and saying, we are not getting swept, boys.
It's going to be a play out here from Infinite. Trying to come back to center. Anthony's going to put that on target. And once again, a dangerous, that's the Canobes could have put that on target, and that would be a 3-2 score line. Unfortunately, they didn't get the advantage from that, but it's going to be Infinite with the challenge on the 50 from the opposite side. We're looking for the pressure, and that's going to be on target. Top shelf! They've taken the lead. Andromeda 3-2, 2:55 in Game 4. They are on the comeback train. Let's at least get one on the board for the series.
Comet's just nuts at this point. He's just absolutely goated on the sticks this game. He is putting the team on his back, great positioning, able to get a bang and just play it away from the 2 Corruptors defenders. You love to see it if you're an Andromeda fan right now, as Infinite's able to play this away. Canobes is up, gets a strong touch, it's up, it's over. Dart not able to make it, fakes out Anthony. This is an open net opportunity right now. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Fuda with the challenge. Goes over, tries to bump Canobes. Anthony comes through. It's going to be up to Comet, who still has no boost, completely out of beans. Plays it over to the side on the 50-50. Fuda gets the catch. Does not make contact with the ball off the wall, though. And we're going to see Comet try to slow this down. Plays it directly over to Dart. It's an open net, and they're not able to get the ball. Anthony with great position, able to just put the ball in the net. It was left completely open after the mistouch from Comet. Great pass by Dart.
Yeah, certainly Comet's not looking to send that back out off the wall. Looking to carry that up the wall after having the hat trick in this game. Does give one away. Still a 3-3 score line. We're at halftime here in game number 4. A 3-0 lead right now for the Corruptors. But Andromeda showing a lot of life here in game number 4. The same kind of life they showed in game 2 in the first half. So maybe they've come back to form there. Hopefully they can keep their eyes open, make it happen. Corruptors versus Andromeda here. Master Tier, the kickoff for RSC Season 9. It's heating up here in Game 4.
As Comet has the ball, you do not want this man to have the ball right now. As he carries it up, gets a touch off the backboard. Anthony is up, 50-50's Fuda. We're waiting on Dart. Dart's not able to make a touch. Fuda going for the touchdown. Does not get it. Canobes able to play it away, and Comet is left alone in the back once again. It's going to be completely up to him. Fuda rotating on the back post now. Comet is able to make the challenge away. Gets demoed for his efforts, and Fuda is able to play it to the outside. Gets a 50-50 as well, but this is going to go right over to Dart, who has the air dribble opportunity. He's not going to have a second touch. He's out of boost. Comet plays it away. Anthony with a touch. Fuda with a double jump save. And the Andromeda stay alive after some continued pressure by the Corruptors. Now up to 11 shots compared to 5 with the Andromeda.
And not only that, but the saves required from Andromeda has been far higher than what is necessary for the Corruptors. Fuda getting a little bit of bump. It looks like they might have been able to actually get a redirect off that bump. Doesn't come through. Fuda to center. Comet number 4, maybe? Off the far post. No, not going to go in. Coming up on the last minute of play here. We might be seeing overtime number 3 in a 4-game series. These two teams are really battling it out. Fuda gets it by 1. But what's going to be important here for Andromeda is to stay true to form. Fuda a little bit too high. Maybe there it is. 4-3, but it sends it home. The lead in the last minute of Game 4.
If we've seen anything in this series, though, last-minute leads do not mean anything currently with the 3 overtimes that we have had in this game. Still have faith for the Andromeda here as they have a 4-3 lead. They have to hold on to it. 1-goal leads are not safe with this time left as Infinite goes up. Completely beats Dart, gets a great touch to the middle. Fuda over to the side, not able to make the play. Comet is up once again. Dart gets a great touch over to the side. Canobes to the middle. What a great pass. Anthage over off the far post. A bit of a double commit, but it does not hurt the Andromeda. As Canobes reads them out, they're being hyper-aggressive still, even with that 1-goal lead. And it comes back to bite them as Dart puts it in. We are tied 4-4 right now.
Wait, and I mean, okay, sure. Dart just gonna take that easy as you like. Pressure came where Fuda had to jump a little bit early, and as a result of that pressure, once again, if you go up onto the offensive side and you don't get like good contact on the ball, you steal a boost or something, you're immediately looking for the opponent's car. This is clearly a game plan. It's something that they're doing constantly, and that's for both these teams, but the Corruptors are executing it a little bit better. Comet wanted goal number 4 there. We got 14 seconds on the clock. Are we gonna have another overtime, or will there be a hero of these 6 cars out here right now?
Anthony down the field. Comet is there. Going to go with a boom. Has 61 boosts to try to chase this. Let's see if he actually gets the touch. Going to try to play it off the corner. And we are into our 3rd overtime in 4 games. Absolutely insane as Canobes taking on Comet. Game 4 overtime. RSC, are you ready for this? As Infinite with a carry. Oh my God. Dart with an amazing save over the side. And they are causing a ruckus on that backside rotation right now. As Canobes gets the first touch, it's up to Dart. Comet's actually going to be up first and cut it off, but it is a double commit. And it's going to be up to Comet to still stall this out. Infinite is up. He's first. Dunked on by Canobes. Sends it over to the side. We're going to see what they can do with this here as Dart plays it over to the side once again on the 50-50. Infinite off the corner. Fuda back out. Comet for the shot. Going to come straight down. They have the chance here. Anthony plays it away. And 2 were in net right now for the Andromeda. They have to scramble back.
We're actually seeing some really clean play in overtime here. We are seeing both these teams making contact on every single 50, every single ball. Aerial contact, aerial 50s are getting contested every single time through neutral. This is really impressive play. Like, finally, we seem to have gotten to the point where we would have wanted to be in Game 1. But alas, you know, first game of the season, 4-game series streamed for the RSC Season 9 kickoff. What are you going to expect? We have opportunities from both teams, really actually shaky situations, but both teams dealing with their defense very well, getting the clears, moving it to the other side. And 1 minute down in this 3rd overtime, Comet tries for the goal. Comet has made sure that Andromeda does not go for 0.
As Infinite says in the chat, too much sweat. 3 overtime games, absolutely insane. Great shot by Comet, 4 goals for the comeback for the Andromeda.